Good evening, friends. Good evening and good evening and good evening. You're very much welcome to Impact Royal TV. You're welcome to Something in Need for You on your favorite station, Impact Royal TV. I just like what I love to say all the time. Share on your wall. Try to get someone, your friends, your family, even if it's your enemy, get them to connect. There's always something in need to learn. Either on YouTube or on Facebook or Instagram. I did not come to you from the perspective of Mr. Know-all. No. I just want to provoke you, share some ideas with you, let you see reasons from a different perspective. And that's what Something in It is all about. But today, it may be unpalatable for some people to accept or to chew. But whatever is true has to be said. The truth is truth. It's a reality that we need to confront as a black race. You see, today I want to challenge my people. You see, you cannot say that I'm talking from the perspective of being prejudiced. I'm a black man. And it's not going to take the white race to tell us when we need to wake up. It's not going to take the white. You see, enough of the time of putting blames on the other race. What an easy way for us to make ourselves irresponsible. See, when God asked Adam in Genesis chapter 3 verse 9, God only asked Adam, where are you? That was the only question. Then where are you, Adam? Instead of, answering the questions where he was, the human nature in him do not allow him to answer the questions. He became combative, defensive, and above all, he was so quick to put the blame of his misfortune on other people. And that's what we love to do too, particularly our race. And that's what I want to address today. A time may come that I need to address other race too, but it's often said that charity begins at home. So I want to deal with my home, with my own people. And this is what I want you to figure out, that if you fail to do things with ourselves, we will continue to complain and complain and complain about what other race is doing to us. You see, it's amazing when you see the expectation of people that you're expecting another country to leave their own business, their own interests, and be protecting your own interests, to come and develop your country for you. Right? And I don't know in which book. Look, a nation that has been independent for over 60 years, you are still blaming people that ruled you before the 60 years. Now, if a man at 60 is still a fool, what I tend to know before was that a fool at 40 is often said is a fool forever. If at 60 you're still blaming, then that is serious. See, God asked Adam, where are you? Instead of going straight to the point to talk about where he was good in blaming. He was good in blaming. So in today's word, I ask, what is wrong with our race? We're the same people that will never do business with one another. We would rather go to Tesco, Sainsbury, Asda, and all the big stores to go and do business with them, when your fellow black race, maybe he or she has a corner shop or a small shop, without considering there is our economic power, the purchasing power. So what you buy at Tesco, Asda for 20p, he may choose to be selling it for 30 or 40p. And you'll be wondering that, hey, hold on. In Tesco, Asda is 10p, 20p. So why do I have to go to my fellow black person's shop to go and buy something at 40p? His economic power, his purchasing power is limited to Tesco, to Asda, to all others. So by the time those ones are going to buy, they buy in large quantity. The more you buy, the cheaper it becomes. But we never remember that. But I want you to look at it from another perspective. Another perspective. You are using all your resources, our resources, to build another race, another community, another society. You see, you look at it this way. I've just been told recently that majority of the hall where our people, tends to do parties are owned by the Asians. And some of these all cost about 10, 15, 20,000 pounds. They are owned by the Asians. And we're the one doing parties a lot. So you see, all the resources is going towards them. So what is wrong being black? What is wrong being black? That we find it difficult to patronize ourselves, one another. Oh, you want to tell me that you say it's difficult to do business with black, but you're a black person too. You're a black person. So you might, it's quite possible that you're a difficult person too, because it takes a difficult person to know a difficult person. Yeah. Now, you want to tell me that the other areas like the Asia, they do not have issues with one another? Is that what you think? Before they will see, they start calling you my brother and sister, there is something in need for them to get from you to add to what they have. If you see them calling you my brother, my sister, you have something that they need. And they will go any length to make sure that they're able to get those things that you have to build their own economy, to build their own society. But for us as black, no. When other black person is doing well, it makes your tummy to turn. It gives you headache. It makes your life uncomfortable. Whether that individual is doing well in business, in politics, or in ministry, until we do all what it takes to bring the individual down. Then I ask one more time, what is wrong with us being black? Is being black evil? I mean, I just want to, I just need an answer to that question. If it's not being evil, then why are we not interested in the success of our fellow blacks? Why are we not interested? See, we build our own economy, we work, we gather our own money and give to others to build the economy. Let me be clear and be clear with you. People will not respect you until you have the economic power in this part of the world. You see, some years back, I went to Columbus, Ohio, to preach. And the church was like a crusade. So the church decided to take me to the radio stations as a way of publicizing the program, So, a man from England, and all that, so just to give the program a very big publicity. And then we went to the studio and looked at the studio. And we discovered that the studio was so massive. And guess who owns it? The Somalia in Columbus. And you know me, I ask questions. And the host said to me that there is nothing they will do in this city of Columbus that they will not consult this family, this ethnic group, the Somalis, that they will not consult them because they are economically powerful, they are strong, they have political, interest, view, they shape things. That if a governor, a mayor is going to be successful, that they need them. And these are people that came maybe in the last 30 years. Not to talk of our own people that have been in that community for a very long time. What is wrong? What is wrong? And if you want to look at them, you may say they are blacks, but they also have a bit of Asian thing in them. A culture thing in them. That they work together as a team. But it's difficult for West African, it's difficult for West Indies, to come together and form partnership that can move the black race to the next level. But we'll never do that. Oh, what we're going to do, don't go to that Nigerian, man. Don't go to that Jamaican man. Don't go to that. Don't go. Oh, he's Ghanaian. Keep away from him. Oh, he's a Nigerian. They're too clever. Run away from them. We have used that to destroy ourselves. We've used that to destroy ourselves. See, I read the book written by Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo about what is wrong being black. And this is one of the things he said. I'm quoting him. He said, being black is a victim of his own circumstances. A victim of his own circumstances. And if you look at it, we're blaming the ones that are taking our forefathers as a slavery, but we can also, you cannot blame them alone. You will also have to blame our own people that sold their own people. That sold their own people. So, you see, these are some of the things that we need to begin to address. Come to social media, who condemn, who criticize, who will write petition or complain about fellow person. If somebody talks on issues or opinion that is contrary to yours, you can make your comment and you can move on, or you can choose not to comment. It is that individual's word. The downfall of your fellow black person, what value does he have to your life? What food does he put on your table? What shelter does he put over you? But what you never realize is this. The other race, the minority other race, they support one another. It is in your eyes, in my eyes, that Sunak became a prime minister. And we know the years that his parents came to this country. We've been here prior to that time. There have been many Jamaicans, Nigerians, that have been living in this country prior to that time, prior to the time that they came. What have we been able to do? You find those are doctors, they find it difficult to form partnership to set up a surgery. Those are pharmacists, they find it difficult to form partnership to set up, to have their own pharmaceutical industries or chemists. The accountants, just name it. Just name it. It is an individual race. Just me, and me. Sainsbury is owned by the Jews. Asda by the Jews. Tesco by the Jews. And they still go there to do business, to patronize it, to buy things there. The economy still remains within. But you, no. Because of the little 50p you're going to save. That little 50p. Oh, you might tell me at 50p that it matters a lot. I'm not saying it doesn't matter a lot. But guess what? Not as significant as you building your own community. You can never be an island. We are created as a family. As a family. And that's why I want to provoke you that where are you when it comes to your community? Where are you when it comes to your nation, your country? What I did a couple of weeks ago when I talked about stop criticizing your country. And this is particularly for our race too. We are quick in condemning and never to see anything good about our country. Oh, this country is this, is that. You will go at any length to criticize, to slaughter. Now, the country that your host country now, you have never learned something from them. They may disagree with their prime minister, with their, with the parliament, with their political parties. But those are the people they disagree with, not with their country. And guess what we do? They still love their country, they value their country, they will defend their country, they will say good things about their country. So what is wrong with being black? Because you've seen situations that you do not agree with the politics of your country and all that. The country must be roasted. The country must die. The president must die. That one too must die. Everything must collapse. How is that going to put food on your table? How is that going to put shelter over you? How does that make you feel as a person? Now, The thing is that going to change your color? And you know the irony of it. Let me tell you the irony of it. It doesn't matter your phonetics. It doesn't matter your accent. It doesn't matter where you were born. You're still black. And that will not change the pigmentation. And this is another statement of Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo when he was describing in his book what is wrong being black. He said blacks are the victim of their own circumstances and others people's opinion and decision. Also victim of other people's opinion and decisions. The white man will make big cars, good cars, gold, diamond, rings, every jewelries, every luxurious, expensive things, and the black man will work and save money to buy, not adding value. Not adding value. So, black man, put them in a position of power. They will use the power to oppress their own people. Yeah. To oppress their own people. Whereas the other race will do whatever it takes to support themselves, to build themselves, to be there for each other. To be there for each other. So what is wrong with being black? We're the one that's looking for another church to collapse, thinking that the downfall of that church will be the growth of your own church. Who told you? Who told you? In fact, the success of a fellow black should be your success. I remember, like everyone else some years back, when KCC was making waves, doing great, and they say, and also New Wine, KCC in the east, New Wine in the south, when they were doing great, you can see the respect, the entire community. You can see the respect the central government tends to have for the black race. If you go somewhere then and say you are a Christian, that you are Pentecostal, oh, do you know Pastor Matthew? Do you know so-so and Pastor Tayo? Do you know so-so and so? You understand? Because you see, these are people hiding value, promoting the race, but your own is to destroy that race, to bring it down. Come on. Come on. What about your children, my children? What about them? If you think that, you already got into a level that you don't really care, but you need to care about your children too, your children's children. You need to care about them. Is it going to continue like this? So, I'm asking you today, just the same way that Genesis 3:9 said, made us to know that God asked Adam that, where are you? I'm asking you one more time, as a black person, where are you? Where are you? Concerning your nation, our country, our community. Where are you? See, we must confront, let me say this, we must confront the challenges, the economic challenges, the political challenges. If there are injustice, there are oppression, there are victimization, there are discrimination, we must confront it. I've heard stories so many times that you discover that there will be a black manager that will be making the life of the employee that happens to be under him or her miserable. Whereas, a white person, a white manager, tends to make life much easier for blacks under them. But the black manager wants to prove that, yes, I am in charge here. You must respect me. You must honor me. The respect and the honor you're demanding for that is not building your community. That is not building, that is not positioning your community into a level that will become a force to be reckoned with. or we tend to pursue individual goal. Individual goal. As long as I am good, others are not good, I don't give a toss. Is that the way it is? The answer is no. So my challenge to you today is, we must confront our challenges by working together, supporting each other's business, and supporting each other's enterprises. That is the only way that you can have a say, you can be empowered, you can be recognized in the society, in the community. But guess what? It's amazing when blacks mug blacks. And it's terrible when black kids mug, are the one mugging the black, the white people, elderly people, the black kids. They're the ones stabbing one another, killing each other, all in the name of war. All in the name of war. How have we gotten it wrong? How? So and the next thing you find people doing was to start to blame other people as being responsible. They look after their own community. They care about their own community. They care about their own citizen. They care about their own business. They will do everything about it. You as a person, you rather take your car to either Asian or white person to repair, to do for you, than to go to your fellow blacks, mechanic. And even the fellow blacks mechanic, when they bring cars to you, is how to do a shady job. It's how to manipulate. It's how not to be honest. It's how to make them to regret why coming to you. How is that going to build our community? And you will later complain that, they don't do business with you. How would they do business with you? Because you are dishonest. How would they do business with you? Because you never take your customers, care by looking after them, being responsible, and giving them the service that they paid for. Ask them for time. We are reckless with time. Very reckless with time. Very reckless. And the thing is, a time waster is a destiny waster. A time waster is a destiny waster. So, if you look at all these antecedents of black race, then we need to ask the question one more time. Perhaps Pastor Matthew need to revisit the book. What is wrong with being black? A lot is wrong with us. But he identified that issue, that a black man is a victim of his own circumstance and other people's opinion and decisions. That is black man for you. If you go on social media, that one is even worse. It's even worse. We're the one that will condemn, we criticize, we write petitions. We derive joy and gladness in the pain of other people. How is other people's pain going to increase your salary? How is it going to increase your salary? See, there is something that is called solidarity, unity, oneness, togetherness. And that's how you can make impact in a community. That's how you can make impact. When you have economic power, then you can back it up with political influence, because your economic power will give you leverage. Then you back it up with political power. And guess what? They cannot look down on you or look down on your race because you are economically powerful. If you want to be a lone ranger, you will suffer. Don't say to yourself, you are a church, you don't want to belong to any organization. You are making the greatest mistakes of your life. the greatest mistake. And let me say this to you, if you are a church, there are organizations in this country that you need to be under their cover. They are not coming to be looking at your bank account. They're not coming to be checking the way you do your service, the way you do things, the way you run things. But it is essential as a body that you need to be under a body. Under a body. In the day of trouble, that you will know that you can never be a lone ranger. When there are no people to speak for you, when there are no people to stand in for you, that yeah, mistake is made, but we support him, we are for him, we watch his back, then that is the day you're going to know that you're in a mess. That being alone is not the key in most circumstances. So there are organizations you can join. There's Afro-Caribbean Council of Churches, there is CIC that you can be part of, there's Intercam. There's Intercam that you can be part of. No one is asking for you to submit your document, to submit your record to them, but the only thing is you pay membership fee. No, you can't belong to any organization without being committed to that organization, how they run things, how they do things. So if that is what you're thinking, oh, they're just collecting money, what do I benefit from it? You pay insurance. What do you get from it? Until when you have accident, until when that incidents happens, that's when you know that thank God I have insurance. And if you do not have, then you will know what it means when you are going to pay a lot of money to be able to compensate the other party, or to repair, or to restore your personal property that got damaged. So you cannot walk alone. You cannot do it alone. You are part of the community, the society. So the rascality needs to stop. The hatred needs to stop. The bickering needs to stop. All the nonsense needs to stop. It will not take us anywhere. I remember in the 80s, it's quite better now. There is this serious hostility between Nigerians and Jamaicans. Serious hostilities. Between if you date a Jamaican girl, then you are in serious trouble. You get attacked. Right, left, and center. All in the name of war. And you have the same problem between Nigerians and Ghanaians as well. When they work together in the same place, there's hostilities amongst them. And you are blacks. So, and you're still thinking there is nothing wrong with being black. There is something wrong with being black. And that's what Pastor Matthew identified. That they are victims of their own circumstances and decisions. And their own decisions, opinions, and decisions of others. Until we change from that kind of atmosphere, my race, your race, we continue to struggle. In this land now, the Asian community have taken the upper hand. The Jews already upper hand. So, in other words, the Asian community have joined the top league. So, where are you? Where am I? The black race. All our education and qualification, professionalism, what do we do with it? Individual. I mean, okay, let me share this with you. It's amazing. You are in a ministry that does quite a number of things, that provides social services, social cares, imparting, supporting people, those that are in need. And you decided to want to set up your own, to move out of that particular ministry, to set up your own. We need to be praying for specific individual, this sex of people, we need to be praying for them. What's wrong in bringing that idea into that ministry? They already pray. What's wrong in saying, oh, every Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or once in a month, sir, ma, I want us to earmark this for this, for so and so that we can be praying for them. Do you really need to set up your own? I don't think so. So we will see from that perspective the problem of being black. That is the problem of being black. We are aggressive, we're full of anger, you know, in the sense that we want to achieve it alone. We want to go it alone. And the elders, there's an elders proverb of wisdom in Nigeria that said that if a snake child walk alone, there will be no one to defend that snake child. But if the snake child walk in the group of the rest, it will be pretty difficult for anyone to attack. Because when you are attacking one, the rest of them will attack you. So if animals can learn to work together, what stops you and I doing the same thing? That's what I have come to challenge you today. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. Try to share on your wall. Try to, invite friends and family. That is important. It is important to subscribe to Impact Royal TV on social media, on YouTube and Facebook. God bless you and enjoy the rest of the evening.